पूरा देश इंतजार कर रहा है इस जगह को देखने की खातिर। अनगिनत राम भक्त जो है वो इंतजार कर रहे हैं और वो इंतजार बस अब कुछ दिनों में खत्म होने वाला है, क्योंकि 2024 की शुरुआत में यह कहा जा रहा है कि प्रभु श्री राम का दर्शन उनके करोड़ों भक्त, असंख्य भक्त इसी जगह पर जहां पर रामलला विराजमान होंगे वहां पर पहुंच कर सकते हैं। यह जगह बहुत खास, ये जगह आध्यात्म के हिसाब से अगर बात करें तो इसी जगह पर प्रभु श्री राम का जन्म हुआ था। इसी जगह पर प्रभु श्री राम ने जन्म लेकर अयोध्या समेत पूरे विश्व में वो तमाम मर्यादाओं को स्थापित किया, उन रिश्तों को स्थापित किया जिन रिश्तों को लेकर लोग भी आज ये कहते हैं कि अगर बेटा मिले तो प्रभु श्री राम जैसा मिले, अगर पति मिले तो श्री राम जैसा मिले, अगर उनका भाई हो तो प्रभु श्री राम जैसा हो, अगर भाई के साथ ही साथ सबसे बड़ी बात यह है कि अगर दुश्मन भी मिले तो श्री राम जैसा हो, क्योंकि ये वो जगह जिस जगह का हम लगातार जिक्र आपसे कर रहे हैं और इसी जगह पर श्री राम लला विराजमान होंगे। इसी जगह पर श्री राम दरबार जो है वो लगाया जाएगा। इसी जगह पर रामलला के दर्शन जो है वो उनके करोड़ों भक्त कर सकेंगे। हम बात रिश्तों की कर रहे थे, उन तमाम रिश्तों को, उन तमाम मर्यादाओं को जिनको प्रभु श्री राम ने हमेशा से एक कहीं ना कहीं से उदाहरण हमेशा सेट किया और उन्हीं उदाहरणों का ये नतीजा है कि प्रभु श्री राम आज आराध्य है तमाम लोगों के। सतीश आप तस्वीर दिखाइएगा लगातार, इन तमाम पिलर्स की भी तस्वीर दिखाएगा, यहाँ पर आकर इन पिलर्स की लगातार तस्वीर दिखाएगा, क्योंकि इन्हीं पिलरों पर जो है वो पहला माला जो है वो तैयार होगा और गर्भगृह की जो हमने आपको तस्वीरें दिखाई उसी गर्भगृह में प्रभु श्री राम के दर्शन उनके तमाम भक्त कर सकते हैं। इन पत्थरों पर उकेरी गई इन आकृतियों को भी बहुत गौर से देखिएगा, क्योंकि अब ये पत्थर आम पत्थर नहीं रहे, अब ये पत्थर कोई ऐसे पत्थर नहीं रहे जो कहीं भी लगे हों। अब इन पत्थरों को जगह मिली है, प्रभु श्री राम के श्री चरणों में ये पत्थर हमेशा मौजूद रहेंगे। प्रभु श्री राम के जो श्री राम लला के ऊपर छत विराजमान होगी, उनके ये मजबूत पिलर कहीं हमेशा विराजमान रहेंगे। और सतीश एक बार इधर तस्वीरें दिखाएगा, क्योंकि ये मंदिर के बाहर का वो प्रांगण है जहां पर हमने आपको परिक्रमा मार्ग भी दिखाया। इसके बाहर जो है वो परिक्रमा मार्ग है जहां पर लोग जो है वो परिक्रमा करेंगे प्रभु श्री राम के दर्शन के बाद, और ये दरवाजा बनेगा। सतीश एक बार तस्वीर दिखाएगा कि यहाँ पर जो है वो दरवाजा बनाया जाएगा जिस दरवाजे से लोग जो है वो अंदर आ सकते हैं। इसके ठीक बगल एक और दरवाजा जो है, जो दरवाजा यहाँ पर आने वाले वक्त में बनेगा जहां से लोग यहाँ पर प्रवेश करेंगे। प्रवेश करने के बाद यहां से बाहर जाएंगे। और एक बार सतीश थोड़ा सा पीछे चल के कोशिश करिए ज्यादा से ज्यादा तस्वीरें जो है वो दर्शकों तक पहुंचाइए, क्योंकि इस तस्वीर का हर एक दर्शक इंतजार कर रहा था, इन तस्वीरों का हर एक राम भक्त इंतजार कर रहा था, इन तस्वीरों का पूरे विश्व को इंतजार था कि जिस राम मंदिर की लड़ाई, जिस राम मंदिर को लेकर जब याद करिए मामला सुप्रीम कोर्ट में यहां पर था, तो हर रोज जो है वो प्रार्थनाएं की जाती थी, आराधनाएं की जाती थी, प्रभु को मनाने की कोशिश की जाती थी और ये सिर्फ मांगा जाता था कि उनको उनका मंदिर मिल जाए और यहां पर भव्य श्री राम मंदिर बने अयोध्या में। और अब वो सपना साकार होता हुआ नजर आ रहा है। इन तस्वीरों के जरिए आप बहुत आसानी से समझिए। और सबसे बड़ी बात यह है कि ये जो आपको यहां पर जितने उपकरण नजर आ रहे हो, फिर वो चाहे ये छेनी हथौड़ी हो जिनसे इन पत्थरों पर जो है वो आकृतियां बनाई जाती हैं, इन्हीं छेनी हथौड़ी के जरिए इन पत्थरों पर आकृतियों को उकेरा जाता है। ये ग्लव्स जो है, उन ग्लव्स को पहनकर यहां पर काम करने वाले जो लोग हैं वो इन पत्थरों पर आकार उकेरते हैं, वो इन पत्थरों को जो है वो सजाते हैं, संवारते हैं, जिसके बाद उन पत्थरों को विस्थापित कर दिया जाता है प्रभु श्री राम के चरणों में। और प्रभु श्री राम के चरणों में इन पत्थरों को स्थापित किए जाने के बाद अब यहां पर आपको जो ये नजर आ रहा है, ये प्रभु श्री राम जहां पर विराजमान होंगे वो गर्भगृह की तस्वीर है। गर्भगृह के अंदर की भी हमने आपको तस्वीर दिखाई जहां पर श्री राम लला विराजमान होंगे, और ये गर्भगृह के बाहर की तस्वीर है। और इन तस्वीरों के जरिए, इन पिलर्स पर बनी आकृतियों के जरिए, मकराना के उन संगमरमरों पर बनी आकृतियों के जरिए आप ये बहुत आसानी से समझ सकते हैं कि जब प्रभु श्री राम का मंदिर बनकर तैयार होगा, जब प्रभु श्री राम लला गर्भगृह में विराजमान होंगे, वो वक्त कितना दिव्य होगा, वो क्षण कितना दिव्य होगा। और उसी क्षण का इंतजार आज पूरा देश कर रहा है। रिपब्लिक भारत आज आपको यहां से एक एक तस्वीर दिखा रहा है और इन तस्वीरों को दिखाने का मकसद ये है कि इंतजार प्रभु श्री राम के जो असंख्य भक्त कर रहे थे कि आखिर उनका श्री राम मंदिर जहां पर श्री राम लला विराजमान होंगे वो कितना ज्यादा कंप्लीट हो चुका है, क्योंकि 2024 में कहा जा रहा है कि शुरुआत में रामलला के दर्शन इस गर्भगृह में हो सकते हैं। तो आप इन तस्वीरों के जरिए, सतीश आप एक बार तस्वीर दिखाइएगा कि यहां पर इन तस्वीरों के जरिए लोग बहुत आसानी से समझ सकते हैं कि जिस मंदिर को लेकर उनकी नजरें इंतजार कर रही हैं, जिस मंदिर के निर्माण को लेकर वो लगातार लोगों से सवाल पूछ रहे हैं, वो मंदिर आखिर कितना बना है। सतीश एक बार आप प्रांगण के बाहर की भी तस्वीर दिखाएगा, क्योंकि ये वो परिक्रमा मार्ग है जिस परिक्रमा मार्ग की हम लगातार आपसे बात कर रहे थे, और परिक्रमा मार्ग से भी सबसे खास ये तस्वीर। सतीश एक बार इस पताका को दिखाइएगा, क्योंकि जय श्री राम की ये पताका उसी स्थान पर लगी हुई है जहां पर श्री राम लला विराजमान होंगे, जहां पर श्री राम लला यहां पर अपने भक्तों को दर्शन देंगे।
All right, well, Vaibhav getting us all the details. So these are exclusive visuals you're seeing from the Ram Mandir premises in Ayodhya. First look at the Ram Mandir in Ayodhya, viewers. And remember that the construction is in full swing. And remember, Amit Shah announced that the Ram temple will be ready on Jan 1st, 2024. And once it's ready, it's going to be open for all devotees to come in and visit Ayodhya and the Ram temple as well. Let's take a very short break, viewers. We are live and breaking this Friday afternoon. Much more coming up on the other side of this very short break. ED News tightens in the coal scam. The multi-location raids underway in Chhattisgarh. Home Minister Shah in Rajouri now will review security and meet victims of a terror attack. Stay tuned.
एक आपने कॉन्सेप्ट दिया जी जनाब का।
I don't ever want to claim anything which is not done by me. I only cast my mind back to what General Patankar and General Nirbhay Sharma had done. What I did was that I took the Ji Janab. Ji Janab was not about saying Ji Janab to everyone. It was just a symbol, a name given to an operation to say, understand the Kashmiri environment, understand the culture, understand the sensitivities.
News in brief, Uttarakhand Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami visited Joshimath to assess the situation on the ground, assuring safety to the residents. Dhami also announced that a rehabilitation package of 45 crore rupees would be given for the people of Joshimath.
नहीं, अभी तत्काल रूप से हम 1.5 लाख रुपए की धनराशि फौरी तौर पर अंतरिम सहायता के रूप में दे रहे हैं सभी के खातों में। आज से ही उसको डाल देंगे। आज शाम तक जो है अधिकांश खातों में वो पैसा चला जाएगा, अन्यथा कल तक सभी में चला जाएगा। और उसके बाद जो कमेटी बनाई है यहाँ पर, वो कमेटी तय करेगी कि पहले भी आपदा के समय में जो लोगों के राहत के काम और पुनर्वास की जो व्यवस्था होती थी, जो रेट दिए जाते थे, उन्हीं रेटों पर हम अच्छे से अच्छा रेट यहाँ पर लोगों को देंगे।
Addressing a news briefing, Army Chief General said that the Army is keeping a close vigil on the border situation and monitoring all the activities, further adding that the situation with China is stable but also unpredictable.
Situation in the Doklam. Now, without going into the specifics of it, I would only want to mention that we are keeping a close watch on the situation there and monitoring all the activities that are taking place. Beyond this, I think I'll not be, I mean, there is nothing else I can share.
Alright viewers, we are live and breaking. I'm Shivangi Shukla, and this Friday afternoon we'll get you more details about what's happening in Uttarakhand's Joshimath, which is a hilly town which is sinking sinking right now. Many details coming up on that. But first, the top headlines we're tracking right now. Home Minister Shah makes a big announcement, says Ram Mandir should be ready by 2024. And we are seeing that the Sri Ram Sena chief calls for arms, stoking a big controversy. Mutalik says, raise swords, not slogans. Days after Bhagwat's secular speech now, the politics continues. OAC now hits out. ED News tightens in coal scam, multi-location raids underway in Chhattisgarh. Big development in the Delhi hit and run case. Delhi police to slap murder charges against the accused. Mega boost to tourism. Prime Minister Modi flags our world's longest river cruise. Viewers, let's go to our top story right now. Due to landslide-related cracks and creep have now appeared in around 700 houses, roads, along with the hotels and the hospitals present there have developed a cracked, slow subsidence up to now, going up to approximately a couple of centimeters within the Joshimath town is recorded over a period of 7 months between April and November. Between 27 December and 8th January 2023, a rapid subsidence event was triggered. The region subsided around a couple of centimeters within a span of a few days, and the aerial extent of subsidence has also increased, but it is confined to central parts of the Joshimath town. So we're seeing these satellite images which are revealing what's really happening there. We're also getting this report from the Indian Space Research Organization, which is detailing about what's happening there in Joshimath. Let's go across to, we're joined right now by Anuj, who is joining us live from Joshimath. Anuj, you have been in Joshimath, you have been reporting live as well, and we have this report coming in, which is detailing about what's really happening. Now, these images or maps are by ISRO. Just take our viewers through what these maps are detailing.
Well, ISRO has came out with an alarming situation. There it has been cleared that what exactly, if we talk about the condition on the ground is, this has been made in very much clear by the picture also, that how these cracks are coming and from where to where the land has been shifted. Let me tell you that the first priority of the government was to evacuate the people of Joshimath because of this reason only. We have seen the different shelter home and we have seen the hotels and the other places which has been acquired by the government to put these people over there, or to rather they can go ahead with the things. That's what the planning of the state government and the state administration. Let me also tell you that today, if we talk about a cabinet meeting is also going on in Dehradun, and after this Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami, who was also here in Joshimath for 2 days, he stayed for a night and is going to come out with the press conference. He will be talking about the compensation policy, that how much the people of Joshimath are going to get. Although they have convinced the people, CM was himself here in the Joshimath. He himself has spoken to the representative of the locals and they are convinced now, and that is why we are seeing this work of dismantling has also started. So if we talk about the situation on the ground, it is being clearly monitored and very tight eye has been kept by the local administration as well as the state government and the central government. Yes, back to you.
Right. Anuj, you have been there and you're seeing with your own eyes what's happening. We're seeing cracks on the roads. You can see those visuals on a screen. All our viewers are seeing it right now. And these cracks have appeared in homes and on roads as well. Now, CM Pushkar Singh Dhami has said the relief package has been released of nearly 3,000 for these 3,000 families affected by the gradual land subsidence in the state. Just take us through what is happening, because we saw a lot of protests happening as well. And what is the government planning at this point of time to make sure the transition is smooth?
Well, what we have been told that the special package for the rehabilitation also has been decided by the government. It is 42 what we have been told. But let me also tell you that regarding that also, if you talk about that particular amount, then regarding that only, if you talk, this particular meeting is going on in Dehradun. So there they will be discussing it again. And what we have been told that this is expected that this is going to be increased. And if we talk about the protest which we have seen on the ground of the locals, they have been convinced by the state administration. Chief Minister himself has spoken to him. On the other hand, if we talk about the schemes or the offers that has been given as a kind of compensation by the state government is 1,50,000 rupees to individual family. It is been given, or rather will be given, and this is going to be for the initial stage only. If they want to shift their luggages, if they want to go to their relatives, so 1,50,000 rupees for the families has been decided by the state government. So at this point in time, the important meeting in Dehradun is going on. We are just waiting for the update. And also, let me tell you that if we talk about the ground, then dismantling work is on. And on the other hand, the local administration, including the DM and the other officers, are also keeping a very tight eye on the ground. Yes.
Right, Anuj. So we're seeing these visuals come in right now of Joshimath, which is sinking, and these images by ISRO. The images by ISRO are clearly showing that these are shocking images, in fact, which show that in the entire Joshimath may sink. And a lot of land has descended already in just 13 days. I just want to go back to Anuj right now, who's getting us more details. Anuj, you know, the issue right now and what we can see is that now what's expected is that everything moves fast, obviously, because if ISRO is saying that, you know, the entire town is sinking, it's about swiftness, it's about making sure that the people are relocated on time. But we also saw that a lot of residents of Joshimath were protesting as the demolition was set to resume for the past few days. So what are they saying right now? What are the people in Joshimath saying? Do they still have any reservations, or are they willing to move without any more protest or any more demands?
Well, if we talk about the locals now, we have seen them protesting over here. As you pointed it out, this was right outside that particular property of which the dismantling is going on. So let me tell you that earlier people were having their own demands. Later, this was the Chief Minister along with the local administration met with the representative of these families and the hotel owner also. And this meeting happened in ITBP itself yesterday when the Chief Minister was here. And after that particular meeting, the Chief Minister has given the assurance himself to the people of Joshimath and the people who were protesting over there that we are monitoring the situation. We are going to give you the package and we are keeping a very tight eye on the ground. Yes.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us there. Anuj, keep reporting live for us, keep getting us those images, and remember that the hilly town there, the entire Joshimath, which is located at 6,000 feet in Chamoli district, is sinking due to continuous land subsidence in the area, and the central and state government viewers along with the district administration are monitoring the situation in the sinking town. We'll be tracking the story very closely, viewers. We have more lined up for you.
Republic TV is going on to conduct a reality check at the metro sites across the city of Bengaluru after a tragic collapse of a metro pillar claimed the lives of two innocent citizens as well. And seems like now finally the BMRCL authorities have woken up. Why we say this is because of the fact that there has already been signboards which has been installed which says metro work in progress, go slow. And apart from that, now finally we are also seeing additional safety signs as well as signatures being put here, and there is a mannequin which has been placed which goes on to state that there is a construction work in progress. So this goes on to highlight the fact that the motorist will have to be careful here. And apart from that, we are also seeing several other additional signboards over here which shows that the work is in progress, but at the same point of time they have also gone on to illuminate this entire portion, because initially these symbols were not illuminated. In the night it causes a lot of problems, especially for two-wheelers to be passing by if they are not illuminated in the dark. But finally they have put some illuminating stickers, materials across, which is going on to give a clear clarity for the motorists as well. And even when we shift our focus to the opposite, we can see that there were debris lying around a few days ago, but now finally seems like there has been a clear motorway for the residents to pass by. But we will want to focus on that side of the road there, where we can see that a partial part of the road's asphalting has been taken off completely, which has created a sort of caving in which has happened as well, which will pose to be problems for two-wheelers if they are passing by, and there are high chances that they might fall as well. So all said and done now, yes, there has been some sort of relief which has come in, but work has been done in a haphazard manner. And in the days to come, we hope that the BMRCL authorities will go on to fix this as well, so that the motorists can pass through without having any fear and innocent lives will not be lost. With video journalist Sadanand, Prajwal Prasad reporting for Republic, Bengaluru.
Viewers, getting in some update on Delhi hit and run. The drag case after MHA directed Delhi police to slap murder charges on accused. We are getting in the first reaction from Anjali's mother, who has reiterated that her daughter was murdered and the family is satisfied with the probe. All right, viewers, we're getting some details coming in. The reaction of the family on the murder charges. We're getting the reaction. Remember, after the MHA directed Delhi police to slap murder charges on the accused, we're getting a first reaction coming in from the mother of Anjali, who has reiterated that her daughter was murdered. Her daughter was murdered. Exactly what the mother is saying. Let's play out that reaction.
अंजलि की मां हैं, ये बताइए कि आप लोग शुरुआती दौर से ही चाहते थे कि इसमें धारा 302 जोड़ी जाए। आपने थाने के बाहर प्रदर्शन भी किया था, रात भर आप लोग बैठे हुए थे थाने के बाहर। अब ऐसी बात निकलकर सामने आ रही है कि इसमें धारा 302 जोड़ी जा सकती है, क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
302 धारा लगनी चाहिए, उन लोगों को फांसी होनी चाहिए। मैं तो यही कहना चाहूँगी, मेरी बेटी को इंसाफ मिलना चाहिए।
अब दिल्ली पुलिस जो है, शालिनी सिंह जो जांच कर रही थी, उसमें दिल्ली पुलिस के जितने वो अधिकारी जो उस वक्त ड्यूटी पर थे, उनको निलंबित करने की भी जो है बात निकलकर सामने आ रही है। इस पर क्या कहना है आपका? उनको
निलंबित किया जाए, क्योंकि अगर उन्होंने उस रात ड्यूटी ढंग से करी होती तो हमारी अंजलि हमारे बीच हो नहीं, ऐसे नहीं वो होता, रोडों पे इतना गंदा नहीं हुआ होता अगर उन्होंने ढंग से ड्यूटी करी होती। पुलिस वालों ने, उनकी ही गलती है जो इतना बड़ा हादसा रोड पे हो गया।
अच्छा, ये बताइए कि परिवार शुरुआती दौर से ही कह रहा था कि मोटिव जो है वो साफ नजर आ रहा है, क्योंकि जब जो आरोपी हैं उन्होंने ये एक्सेप्ट किया था कि उनको पता था कि गाड़ी के नीचे अंजलि है, फिर जो है दिल्ली पुलिस धारा नहीं जोड़ पा रही थी। इस पर क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
पता नहीं, पुलिस वाले कह रहे थे मोटिव नहीं है, और जो कि गुनाहगारों ने खुद ने कबूल कर लिया है कि हाँ हमें पता था कि गाड़ी के नीचे कुछ है और लड़की है, और हम फिर भी गाड़ी चलाते गए और उन्होंने गाड़ी नहीं रोकी।
लेकिन अब इसमें धारा 302 जोड़ा जा सकता है, और जिसके बाद जो है वो हत्या के हिसाब से पूरा मामला जो है वो आगे बढ़ेगा।
हाँ, वो तो जुड़ेगा ही, क्योंकि उन्होंने मर्डर करा है तो करा है, इसलिए उन्हों पे 302 की धारा लगनी चाहिए।
चलिए, बहुत शुक्रिया बातचीत करने के लिए। तो हमारे साथ अंजलि की मां थी, जिनका शुरुआती दौर से ये कहना था कि उनकी बेटी की हत्या की गई है और 302 के धारा के हिसाब से पूरे मामले को रजिस्टर करना चाहिए। वीडियो जर्नलिस्ट संतोष के साथ विशाल पांडे, रिपब्लिक भारत, दिल्ली।
All right, let's go to Piyush Shori, is joining us live right now. Piyush, take our viewers through exactly what's happening, because we know that the MHA has issued a lot of instructions to Delhi police, and where the MHA has said that there should be a lot of action taken, murder charges on the accused, also to suspend officers present in the 3 PCR vans, which were very slow to move. Now, what is Anjali's mother saying in this case?
Very aptly, Shivangi, that yes, the MHA has taken cognizance of the lapses that resulted in Anjali's death, and this has now resulted in MHA also suggesting that those officials who were present at duty that time should be considered for suspension. And moreover, it has also been suggested by the MHA that Section 302 of the Indian Penal Code should be implemented in this case. Now we will have to wait and watch that when actually the Delhi police will confirm all these actions that have been suggested by MHA officially. As you could just see from the interview which was given by Anjali's mother Rekha to my Republic Bharat colleague Vishal, she also has suggested satisfaction over the fact that now if Delhi police takes quick action, the Section 302 would be implemented in this case, because according to her, she felt that her daughter could have been saved had the accused in the case would have stopped the vehicle and let her go, but they did not. So now it is going to be interesting to watch that what action from here on is going to be taken by the Delhi police, who has already received a lot of flack in this entire case. Back to the studio.
Right, Piyush. Right, Piyush. So Piyush is getting us all the updates right now, where the Delhi police is slapping the murder charges as well. And Piyush, I just want to ask you one more question before I let you go. Piyush, just take our viewers through exactly where the case stands right now, the investigation stands right now, because we know that terrible incident had taken place on January 1st, and a lot of details, a lot of versions were coming out. Also, the key witness Nidhi, what is she saying at this point of time? A lot of questions were posed to Nidhi, who was present when this incident transpired.
So you mentioned very aptly, Shivangi, that from the time this case has occurred, there have been so many twists and turns and new revelations. And one of the key witnesses in this case is Nidhi. Now, no matter how tainted her record may have been earlier, but the Delhi police is taking her testimony in this case very seriously, as what we've been told. Now, it is going to be interesting to note that from here on, how actually the Delhi police is going to treat Nidhi, who actually has a criminal record of drug peddling, but again is a key eyewitness in this account. Also, it is important to note that the Delhi police investigation in this entire case is going very rapidly from the time this now case has occurred. Yesterday, there was a forensics team that had come from Gujarat to examine the entire crime scene and to get vital leads. So now,
Right. Okay, Piyush, hold on, Piyush, because I'm sorry to interrupt you. Thank you so much for joining us, but I'm getting some breaking news coming in. From Kerala. I just want to go across to that right now for our viewers. Getting in some breaking news from Kerala's where an explosion has been reported inside a house in Kannur. A young man is undergoing treatment after being injured in that explosion. And what we know so far is that the condition of the injury was serious, and he was later shifted to the Kannur Government Medical College Hospital. Getting these visuals, explosion in Kerala. Let's go across to Ashwin, who's getting us more details. Ashwin, just take us through exactly what we know about this explosion. What's the nature of this explosion? And one person is injured. What are the details you're picking up?
Well, we have got reports that an explosion has taken place inside a house of a person called Jitin Nadamal, and his house. This incident happened at around 2:30 p.m. on Thursday. Now, Jitin was injured seriously, especially in his leg, and he's being treated by the hospital staff. But the police at the moment has stated that Jitin is also an accused in several narcotics cases as well, and that he also they need to question him as well. But because of the injury and the way he is being treated for these injuries, he will not be able to be questioned by the police. Police had earlier stated that there may be instances of several bombs, crude bombs, which have been stored in this house. But finally, the report that we are getting from the police sources is that only 2 bombs were there in this house. One has exploded. It has caused grievous injury to Jitin as well. We also are trying to find out if there is any political angle to it, at the moment, police is keeping its mouth shut on this instance. They have not stated any political affiliation for Jitin. All they have stated that he is an accused in several narcotic cases, but more details are awaited. But at the moment, in Kannur district, confirmed a report of 2 steel bombs, crude bombs, have been found. One has exploded. Now, what we also get picking up is that the bombs were kept safely at the ceiling of his house, and it was kept in a hidden chamber. But accidentally, this bomb rolled out and fell down, and that is when it exploded, and that is when the whole issue came to light as well. Now, in the house, only Jitin and his mother lives. Nobody else has been injured at the moment, but Jitin is being treated. More details will come from the police after Jitin has been questioned in this regard. Earlier, police had stated there may be many other bombs, but at the moment, Jitin is being treated. More details are awaited. Shivangi.
Right, Ashwin, I'll be waiting for those details coming in from the police as the investigation continues. Thank you, Ashwin, for getting us all the details. And viewers, let's have this report which has been filed by my colleague Piyush Mishra.
In a fresh letter through his counsel, conman Sukesh Chandrasekhar has written to Delhi's Lieutenant Governor V.K. Saxena, levelling serious allegations of harassment at the hands of Delhi's Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal and another leader of Aam Aadmi Party, Satyendra Jain. Remember that Sukesh Chandrasekhar is lodged in Mandoli jail, and now he is saying that he is being harassed in the jail with the help of the staff of Mandoli jail, and that is being done by Aam Aadmi Party leaders. Remember that Sukesh Chandrasekhar is being tried under an extortion case, and in the past too he has written similar sort of letters levelling allegations of harassment by the senior leaders of Aam Aadmi Party. Earlier, Sukesh Chandrasekhar had also said that he had paid rupees 60 crore to Aam Aadmi Party leaders, and he was being told by AAP leaders to arrange at least 500 crore, and in fact he was also promised that he would be given a Rajya Sabha seat.
Viewers, much more coming up on the other side. Home Minister Shah makes a big announcement, says Ram Mandir by 2024. Plus, ED News tightens and coal scam, multi-location raids underway in Chhattisgarh. Stay tuned.
News in brief, Uttarakhand Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami visited Joshimath to assess the situation on the ground, assuring safety to the residents. Dhami also announced that a rehabilitation package of 45 crore rupees would be given for the people of Joshimath.
नहीं, अभी तत्काल रूप से हम 1.5 लाख रुपए की धनराशि फौरी तौर पर अंतरिम सहायता के रूप में दे रहे हैं सभी के खातों में। आज से ही उसको डाल देंगे। आज शाम तक जो है अधिकांश खातों में वो पैसा चला जाएगा, अन्यथा कल तक सभी में चला जाएगा। और उसके बाद जो कमेटी बनाई है यहाँ पर, वो कमेटी तय करेगी कि पहले भी आपदा के समय में जो लोगों के राहत के काम और पुनर्वास की जो व्यवस्था होती थी, जो रेट दिए जाते थे, उन्हीं रेटों पर हम अच्छे से अच्छा रेट यहाँ पर लोगों को देंगे।
Addressing a news briefing, Army Chief General said that the Army is keeping a close vigil on the border situation and monitoring all the activities, further adding that the situation with China is stable but also unpredictable.
Situation in the Doklam. Now, without going into the specifics of it, I would only want to mention that we are keeping a close watch on the situation there and monitoring all the activities that are taking place. Beyond this, I think I'll not be, there is nothing else I can share with you.
Addressing the news briefing, the Army Chief also spoke on the situation in Joshimath, stating that at least 25 to 28 buildings of the Army personnel have developed minor cracks, and that the soldiers have been temporarily relocated. If needed, they will be permanently relocated to Oli. Owing to the land subsidence in the Joshimath area of Uttarakhand's Shamoli, where buildings and structures are in a precarious condition after having developed cracks, a hotel named Malari Inn is to be demolished by the administration. In preparation for the demolition, the road near the hotel has also been shut following the heavy deployment of police and state disaster response fund officials.
बगल वाले बिल्डिंग का होटल का इतना दबाव पड़ गया है कि मेरी बिल्डिंग होटल फटने वाला है.
All right, viewers, Union Home Minister Amit Shah is in Jammu where he's chairing a security meeting. Shah is later expected to visit Rajouri district to review the ground situation days after twin terror attacks left 7 people dead. The Home Minister will visit the spot where the terror attacks happened and meet the family members of the civilians who were killed in the incidents. All right, viewers, getting those visuals coming in where Union Home Minister Amit Shah is in Jammu and he is chairing a security meeting, and later on in the day he will be visiting Rajouri district to review the ground situation. Let's go to Gursimran, who's joining us as well. Gursimran, just take our viewers through what they're seeing on the screens. We know that Amit Shah is in Jammu. Later on, he will be going to Rajouri district. What can we expect today?
See, it's expected that later in the evening Amit Shah will arrive here, but the development that we are getting to know that at 4 in the evening, Amit Shah will be holding a press conference, that is in Jammu, Raj Bhavan. He will be addressing a press conference. Since the weather is packed in Jammu, he could not reach here in Rajouri. However, an attempt will be made, we are told, that at a later stage, but the security review meeting that was scheduled for the second half of the visit, that is, first he was scheduled to come here in Rajouri's Dangri, where 7 Hindus have been killed by the terrorist in twin terror attack.
Hindus have been killed by the terrorist in twin terror attack that have taken place on 1st and 2nd of January this year only. But now the security review meeting has been preponed and is underway at the Raj Bhavan. In a short while from now, we will be getting the visuals from the Raj Bhavan where this high-level security review meeting will take place, in which Home Minister Amit Shah will be chairing the meeting. Along with him, Lieutenant Governor of Jammu and Kashmir Manoj Sinha, DGP Dilbag Singh, ADG of both Jammu and Kashmir zones Mukesh Singh and Vijay Kumar, along with the IG BSF DK Bura, IG CRPF P Ranpise and other officials from the IB, RAW and other central agencies. They will be coming here and they will be sharing the key details about the security scenario, especially with regards to what is happening in Jammu, because there is a desperate attempt that is being made by the Pakistani terror group, not only to carry out act of terror in Jammu and Kashmir, but also to trigger the communal backlash in Jammu and Kashmir. Rajouri being selected was one of the reasons that they wanted to trigger the communal clash among both the communities here in the Rajouri district. But the way the people have condemned the act of terror, that has left the terror groups totally by surprise, because all the people, be it from the Hindu community or the Muslim community, they have come forth against this brutality by the terrorists, in which 2 minors have been killed, 5 other people, they were brutally shot dead after checking their Aadhaar cards by the terrorists. The manhunt is still on, but yes, as far as Amit Shah is concerned, he has reached the Jammu Raj Bhavan, wherein the security review meeting is underway, and at a later stage we can expect that attempt will be made, if the weather allows. Home Minister Amit Shah will be coming here in the Dangri. Right now we are at the same place where first the terrorists barged in. It was 6:30 on the 1st of January when 2 armed terrorists barged into this house. They first shot Prince, followed by firing at his brother Deepak. Deepak was shot dead at that very spot. Prince was critically injured, taken to Jammu, but after almost 7 days he also succumbed to the injuries. And then followed by it was another terror attack at this very house. That was an ID blast that has taken place on 2nd of January at 9:40 a.m. in the morning, in which 2 minors, Vansh and Samiksha, they lost their life. And the unfortunate incident has left the entire Rajouri district, entire Jammu region in grief, because the clear-cut target of these terrorists were to target the Hindu families so that they can trigger the communal backlash here, and also they can threaten the minorities to move from this very place. But the security forces have now cordoned the entire area, and the manhunt is on for those 2 terrorists who have carried out this brutal act of terror on 1st and 2nd of January.
Right, Gursimran. Also being joined by our senior executive editor, Abhishek Kapoor. Abhishek, Now we know that Shah is going to go to Rajouri district and review the ground situation. At the same time, we are seeing that the Kashmiri Pandits are sitting on night-long strikes at the same time. So there will be a lot to discuss, a lot of reviewing that will be done today. Abhishek, just take our viewers through the significance of Amit Shah's visit.
Well, this is the fourth visit of the Union Home Minister to Jammu and Kashmir post the abrogation of Article 370 and the reconstitution of the erstwhile state into two union territories, Shivangi. And this is, of course, significant because you asked, because it's happening in the backdrop of whatever has happened in Rajouri, which was a serious escalation of terror from across the border. And I think that's why our security establishment is concerned. And that's the reason why Union Home Minister, by visiting Jammu and planning to go onwards to Rajouri, essentially sending across a message, New Delhi sending across a message to Islamabad that we are fully aware of what we are doing, and we will really take things in our hands and make sure that a repeat of what has happened in Rajouri does not happen. Of course, the Union Minister is going to, pay condolences and interact with the families, assuage their concerns of the locals there. Remember, in the last 5 days alone, post the Rajouri massacre by the terrorists, already reactivation of village defense committees has happened. Those committees are being armed, and their long pending request to give them automatic weapons has also been heeded to in some measure, if not in full measure. So obviously changes happening on the ground, and with the frustration building up across the border about the development works that are happening all across Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. Obviously, they wanted to escalate it so that they can really cause terror disruption again. But Union Home Minister, by visiting there on the ground and going to Rajouri, to the place where all this happened, clearly sending across a message that we are really not going to take things lying down, and there would be a response from the Indian side, a commensurate response. And that's why typically what happens is every month there is a security review meeting of Jammu and Kashmir that takes place in New Delhi at the North Block office of the Home Minister. But he has travelled down to Jammu. He is going to engage with the entire security apparatus, the top brass of the army as well. And then we are told that at around 4 p.m. He would engage with the media also, and through the media.